Hello, hi, and welcome. This is Brandon Newsman. This is Updates with Brandon Newsman. I am here with Don from Detroit.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hales from the Bay.
Yay!
Oh, Hales from the Bay. You get
Hales, like he's from there.
I do hail from there for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways, this is episode 97.5. Make sure you check out episode 97. LeBron is millennial AF. Football is here. We smell it. We're about 2 weeks away from the All-American game, or not all, the Hall of Fame game, which is,
Man, time flies.
yeah, it's just really, really good football for the first snap. It goes downhill pretty.
The kickoff.
It goes downhill pretty quick. There's always some
excuse.
excuse. There's always something like the field wasn't painted.
Well, they had to skip it that one year.
There was a marsh. It's in Canton, Ohio.
No one wants to be there.
Yeah, shouts out to Ohio, one of the longest states to drive through. Did it my whole life. Shouts out to the commute. But we're going to be talking about NFL divisions, who we think's going to win what, breaking down division by division. So let's start off with the AFC. Or talk to me.
Very early though. Let's just full honesty. We're just going to talk about it.
Right. Training camp isn't. Training camp isn't for another 2
NBA
weeks.
Just stopped being interesting for like 5 minutes. We're going to look ahead.
Yeah.
Next month we got preseason.
Yeah.
Just going to share our thoughts.
Yeah.
There's plenty to think about.
Whenever basketball tries to steal the headlines from football, it's some gimmick like
a trade or something.
Yeah, something. Yeah, the live draft between Giannis and LeBron, like stuff like that. Take away like
Anthony Davis.
All we have to do as soon as there's just a lull in the basketball, everybody just look at the content. It's there. We're coming. Odell Beckham is with the Browns.
People's hands are going in the ground soon.
That, the trenches.
Then after that, scary things happen.
God bless the trenches. Okay, let's start with the AFC East. We have the Patriots, the Jets, the Bills, the Dolphins. Dolphins quarterback. Who they just get?
Chosen Rosen.
Yes, Rosen in the teal.
Which makes them possibly the second best team in the division.
I think it makes them the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeah, like it's just like there's a long rotation of quarterbacks trying to figure it out if they're able to do that there or not is based on the coaching staff a lot. I mean, there's been some horrendous coaching staffs. I mean, people getting fired mid-season there for things that they've done.
And their old coach is the Jets coach now.
Right, and I don't want to talk about the Patriots, but it is a wasteland outside of them. I'm interested in seeing Josh Allen's second year. I'm interested in seeing Sam Bradford's second year.
Sam Bradford?
I'm sorry, Sam Bradford. Sam Darnold, shouts out.
That's crazy that 3 dudes from that draft are now in this division.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like you get Rosen over there. That's wild.
That is crazy. And all just
against Brady.
Just trying to play Tom Brady.
Like they should name the division after them.
Yeah,
after this is over.
Yeah, this is Tom Brady, man. Just stop. And he looks great. He might have MVP season.
He looks so good. He's not even from the Bay Area anymore.
Oh, Tom Brady.
Where are you going next?
So who's going to win that division? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick's boys. AFC North, the meat and potatoes of this podcast, of the NFL heartbeat, the heartland, the trenches that we were talking about. This is Smash Mouth Football.
Shouts to TJ Houshmandzadeh on the pod this week.
Shouts out to TJ Houshmandzadeh coming through.
OG in the game.
Spitting true just knowledge and game. And he's doing it. It's so flawless.
It is. He doesn't have to try.
Gosh,
it just happens.
good.
I have to try so hard to sound cool, and it just happens.
It reminds me of like watching the routes, because like obviously you watch those games, Chad Ochocinco and him, like watching TJ Houshmandzadeh like just play his role and just do it to the that was the year he was like, y'all got me messed up.
Yeah.
Give me a couple more points on that.
90's not
Bring
enough.
Bring it back. Okay, that is the extent of what we will talk about with the Bengals. So my Ravens, Lamar Jackson, they're really just trying to play this new version and reinvent it. Football, like wing T, like we don't know what's going to come from the Ravens, but if you are a true football fan, staring and observing the Ravens and how they try to make this work with true talent at the quarterback position, but not traditional talent at the quarterback position, and a defense that's rebuilding.
Always stout.
Yes, but always great, but rebuilding with special teams. People can go over the top. Love our draft pick.
Hollywood Brown?
Yes.
Woo!
Thank you. But yeah, I like the new pipeline from Notre Dame to the Baltimore Ravens. I can talk about the Ravens all day, but
yeah, please stop.
They are going to compete and be the people that messes up the dreams and the hopes of the Cleveland Browns, fans and the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, because as they are trying to figure it out as well, the Steelers, I've said, have to learn how to play football again in full fourth quarters. I think Ben Roethlisberger is going to try to have MVP level season. You've seen him thin out. There's a lot of people who wanted chips on the shoulder, but I guess they just have a great offensive line and a great defense, so they're just going to be there. And then the Browns are the all-star wild card of the NFL. Is that fair to say? Not even the division?
Of people's eyeballs, for sure.
Yeah, people care.
Like, they have to.
Did they get Hard Knocks?
No,
the Raiders
got Hard
We'll get to
Knocks,
that in a second.
which will be fun. But I don't want to be blasphemous. I guess I've seen enough Ravens seasons where like we really did poorly and lost in miserable fashion in the playoff first round over and over again. So I think I'm okay with saying like I'm the Browns to win the division.
It's the sexy pick, and I learned this term in watching like UFC fights. Actually, the Ravens, in a weird way, are the gatekeeper of this division. So like like the Steelers have been great, but the Steelers have also been terrible in our lifetimes. The Ravens have always been competitive, always been a tough victory if you're trying to beat them, and particularly this year with the potential influx of Browns excitement and outflux of Steelers excitement, you're gonna have to beat the Ravens to win.
Yeah. That was a smart version of my take. Let's sub those out if we can, if it fits. Now we got the AFC South. We got the Colts, the Texans, the Jaguars, and the Titans. I think it's fair to say the Titans have played their way into competition. They're not the Bengals of the AFC North anymore.
They're not going to lose on purpose because they're the junior Patriots way.
Yes, Mike Vrabel, the head coach, somebody we grew up watching just play a true non-athletic version of what Ray Lewis was doing at the time. Just like good to see the robot version of it, and he was just a football guy. He said he'd sub out his manhood for a Super Bowl win,
which
I mean
is a thing you
for a
could
guy
say
who already
out loud.
has a Super Bowl ring. Like
he really wants to win.
That's commitment. That's commitment. Jaguars, they're going to be doing their thing. Doug Marrone. I mean,
Nick Foles, what's it going to be? Any regular season from Nick Foles, or is he all playoffs? He's tall, dude. He's really tall.
Since the Eagles did what they did when they ended up winning Super Bowl that year, there's certain teams that have that loom of potential of like X amount of variables happen the right way. Everyone stays healthy. They get someone in free agency randomly. Someone in the division goes down. Like all those
Andrew
things
Luck
happen.
Gets
and
hurt.
then,
that happens a lot.
And then and then trips slip and fall, and the Cowboys are in the NFC Championship game. Right. You know what I mean? So with that, I think the Jaguars are one. I mean, we just saw them do it with Blake Bortles. Like obviously a better quarterback upgrade. Deshaun Watson just has to stay healthy enough to stay on the field. Like one of the most electric players that we've seen. It's almost like it would be like if Patrick Mahomes got injured that first season. Like how excited we were to see him build.
When he got in, those first 4 games were incredible.
Oh
my gosh! And for my fantasy team, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! Shout out to fantasy football. We come in. Y'all thought? I mean, and I don't even gloat. Like I won last year.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I was like, who won again? Oh
you know what I'm saying? Like I won last year.
We send them a
like,
prize.
I mean, it's just like I do this. Like it's football, baby.
Right,
okay.
So who's winning the South?
I'm gonna say that the Texans finally put it together and win the South. I understand Andrew Luck is Andrew Luck, but the Texans, it's just Deshaun Watson has to turn it on eventually.
They got D-Hop with that 99 club, so pressure's on. They're coming for you.
Love it. All right, AFC West. We got the Denver Broncos, the LA Chargers, the Oakland Raiders, and the Kansas City Chiefs. I almost forgot about the Chiefs. I was going down the division. I was like, okay, pretty open. Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes, MVP.
Yeah, he's on that team still. But
Andy Reid is so close to winning a Super Bowl. I know he always has been, but just like that walrus deserves a ring.
It's just there's Tyreek. Is he gonna?
Oh, don't do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're not worried about him on the team or not. Him on the team or not. Yeah, him on the team or not. They're there.
No more him, no more Kareem.
Look at who we're playing. We're getting Joe Flacco. I wish him well. Thank you for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And how dare you take all that money? How dare you sign that contract?
How dare you?
How dare you? So the Broncos, interessante. Come see, come sa.
Phil, can
the LA Chargers. I mean, Melvin Gordon's got to sign his contract. Phil is going to do his thing. I love watching Phillip Rivers play football, but it always feels irrelevant. So I'm saying Chiefs. Got to go Patrick Mahomes. Oh, Antonio Brown, John Gruden.
They're going to win clicks on the internet.
That's
for sure.
That soap opera is going to move from HBO to the Red Zone channel so seamlessly. I mean, ooh. I can't wait. I can't wait to learn new names. I can't wait to see how crappy their facilities are.
Right.
I can't wait to
Where are they
see
playing?
John Gruden act like a coach.
He's like, I used to be John Gruden.
Oh,
What would
Mike
I do here?
Mayock, what's he going to do? Oh, he's going to be like watching old clips of him talking on NFL Network.
He'll come down after halftime.
This is going to be amazing. God is good. Okay, move on to the NFC East. We spent too much time on all this, but I kind of like it. The Cowboys, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Eagles.
So not the R words, because Alex
Yeah.
Smith, big question mark when he's coming back, blah.
Yeah.
No. That's what? The R words are still the R words, and some people can say the names, and I might slip and say it because, I'm human and American. The Redskins, don't forget, Dwayne Haskins just got drafted. He got the number okay from Joe Theismann. Shouts out to Notre Dame, great legend.
I don't know
Joe
why that
Theismann,
means
the
a
homie.
lot, but that means a lot.
Listen, and obviously I think Joe Theismann made the right decision in the woke era. He's like, you said what? Oh, you need it? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead. Good luck.
Take it.
Right. Good luck. Good luck against the Cowboys. But Dwayne Haskins has the opportunity to prove himself, put his name on the map. Obviously, all these quarterbacks do, and it seems like cliche to even say that. But the Redskins are a real football team, a real franchise with real fans, with a real legacy in the NFL. And it's like Lonzo getting drafted to the Lakers. You know what I mean? It was like a real opportunity to be everything and you ever wanted to be. Obviously, he wanted to do in New York, and the Eli Mannings decided to draft Eli Manning.
Oh God, drafted a
Right?
family friend. That's
So
crazy.
and so like that chip is on his shoulder. You know what I mean? He should have been taken.
I like him in interviews too. I don't watch a ton of college
He's a
football,
good
so I didn't
football
necessarily
guy.
see him.
He's a football guy.
I like him in interviews.
But he's one of
good.
those guys that I'm nervous about loving, because if I start loving them and they start doing some crazy stuff and it's unforgivable, it's just like I shouldn't have bought in. I shouldn't have bought in.
You can buy in.
Yeah, but anyways,
So you gonna buy in all the way to think they win the division or no?
No. Well, here's the take. Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL. He was last year. He's going to be this year as well. He is a Swiss Army knife for the offense that needs all the help they can get. I'm very interested in how Golden works in with the Giants,
Right.
and the coming off the top and really getting a chance to see how strong or not Eli's arm is. I'm just interested. It's the New York Giants. I mean, the NFC East is such a historical division as a whole, so all eyes on it, and there's a gold star next to it. But the Cowboys right now just have the talent. I love watching Carson Wentz play quarterback. It's electric, insane. Can't even believe some of the things you're seeing. But durability is everything, especially in football. Showing up is half the battle. Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, the NFC North, moving on. The Packers, the Vikings, the Bears, the Lions. Shouts out Donnie's home team, the Lions.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes, that is crazy.
Matt Stafford's been getting some flowers lately a little bit.
Yeah, which
Golden gave him some flowers.
it makes me uncomfortable. I like being unheralded, like untalked about.
Oh, you are. We are, and when I'm in the 313, we are. Yeah, I mean, I was in the barbershop when they made that fourth wide receiver pick. It was like Mike
God.
Williams or
Mike
something.
Williams,
like,
yeah.
and I was just like,
Yeah.
what?
And he couldn't even play because he wasn't eligible. Classic.
Jesus.
Matt Millen.
I was like, we turned off. I got the hookup for this. Come
Shouts
on
out.
now.
I got the hookup too.
Yeah, there was nudity in that movie. I was ready to see. I was a little kid. I was like, oh, wait a minute, this part's about to come up. Shouts out to Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings got extension.
Yep.
My boy's gonna stay in Minnesota. His long live long day. I
Come
want
on,
them
Kirk.
to win. I want them to win the division.
Come on, Kirk.
I want them to win the Super Bowl. But if I have to look at it, the Packers. But the Bears.
The Bears are
The
nasty.
Bears.
The Bears.
Khalil.
The Bears, man.
Young Tim Tebow with the arm. Mitch Trubisky.
Mr. Trubisky, pretty boy assassin.
Don't hate it.
I don't want to say for this. I'm going to be undecided on this one. Not even
Ooh.
saying.
Well, you could say, two teams getting the playoffs out of there. You know what I mean? Or even three.
Yeah,
conceivably.
no. I'm not trying to like speed up the downfall of Aaron Rodgers. I really do appreciate what he's doing, but first year coach, and it's not like the Browns' first year coach. This is like, because you're dealing with Aaron Rodgers, not a Baker Mayfield.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who's I think is listening a little bit more than Aaron Rodgers is.
You'd hope.
Yeah, Vikings Bears playoffs. NFC South, we got the electric Carolina Panthers. We got the Tampa Bay. I'm gonna say it. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Atlanta Falcons.
South.
The Falcons are still a team.
I don't think Matt Ryan is very good.
He
That's
used
not
to
a
be.
particularly hot take. I
No,
said
no,
it with
no,
some
no, no.
trepidation because I don't want to just be.
He used to be.
Be disrespectful, but
Yeah, I would like to.
He
All
aight.
season long, let's compare Matt Ryan's numbers to Josh Rosen's numbers.
that's a great. That's
I
a
want to
great comp.
see. I want to see that. I want to see because I think Josh Rosen has some pieces to move the ball around. Obviously, the Falcons are always playing inside, so they got that turf advantage.
Yeah.
That whole South is just turf, super hot, super hot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Them Carolina Panthers games, I gotta wear sunglasses to watch them on TV.
That's so true.
So bright.
Why is everything? Oh, I guess their helmets are silver
Just white,
too.
white,
Reflection.
ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just squint to watch Cam.
What is Cam gonna be this year? Is to me what's gonna decide what the South is.
I really
Because-
like Christian McCaffrey. I really like what
He's
he
great.
potentially can do. So him helping out Cam is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, but Cam's like throwing low balls like Andrew Luck was last year. Like he's throwing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's
and the Panthers are so streaky. Lose 6 in a row, win the first 9,
Yeah.
like all kinds of crazy stuff. Saints are just they're gonna be
Steady.
Saints. Yeah, they're gonna be
Steady.
there. They're gonna be there. I think Drew Brees missed his window last year for Super Bowl again.
but the window for the playoffs still probably open.
Yeah, I'm gonna wild card. I'm gonna wild card Cam Newton.
Let's go.
Another run.
Let's
You
go.
know what I'm saying?
It would be so exciting when he's playing well. It's the best.
Yeah.
Because he can throw it the farthest. He can jump the highest.
Everyone on the media can just say
He's-
he shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, and then
shouldn't
he
be doing
does
this.
it, and then he
shouldn't be
sticks it in
doing
your
this.
face. Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, the NFC West, Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers, and the Rams.
My Niners
I
are gonna win 6 games. I don't know. It's gonna be terrible.
are they going to be bad? I thought they won enough games last year. They seemed competent last year.
Garbage time Kings last year.
Who's the big
Winning
you guys
games you
got?
shouldn't win. What's that?
You guys got a big guy. This what was the big ad?
No, the cupboard's bare.
Really? I was talking about the Niners didn't get off to a good start. Okay, but Russell Wilson with the Seahawks, my boy Corey Peters with the Cardinals, looking to rebuild. Let's not forget the number 1 draft pick, period. While Rosen is in Miami, period. Kyler Murray, freak show in the best term possible. Shouts out to Christian Kirk, the first college football player to come on Maybe I'm Crazy podcast.
Really nice dude.
Him
Always rooting for him.
and Kyler Murray linking up. Now I don't know how Kyler Murray's gonna work. I'm one of those guys
They were
that's
best
saying
friends
like
at A&M.
I know. I'm just saying I'm one of those guys that says Kyler Murray is quite small to be a quarterback.
That's a little heightist, but I'm with you.
No. Let me finish. But then I stood next to Drew Brees at one point in time. I had a conversation with him, and I was like, you know what? And like he's like, if you're my height, like people call me short playing football. You know what I mean? A tall 6 foot is short. So, anyways, I just want to see it. It'll be interesting to see.
It'll definitely get him some primetime love that they wouldn't have necessarily gotten if they just continued the Rosen experiment.
Yeah. My boy Corey says he's out there running. He's gonna be leading the pack. They got T Sizzle on the team.
Oh, that's
he's gonna
awesome.
he's gonna be thinking about sacks, enjoying his time. He's back in Arizona, back home.
So many Cliff Kingsbury cutaways. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
Yes.
There's gonna be
yes.
so
He's
many
handsome.
of those.
He's handsome, and it's TV.
I mean, that's a handsome coach division, I would argue. I think
Yeah,
Pete
that's-
Carroll for an older gentleman is pretty
yeah.
handsome. Kyle
Oh,
Shanahan's
look at
not bad
that.
looking. And speaking of
Yeah,
dudes
Kyle
with
Shanahan.
potential height issues,
Yeah,
McVay,
Kyle
not-
Shanahan is in a nice NFC West handsome sandwich.
indeed.
All right, now before we get into check the tape, I am heading to Greensboro, North Carolina. Shouts out to Nick Miles and his beautiful wife-to-be, Maya. They are tying the knot. I played football with Nick at Ball State on the D line. He was a 5 technique. I was a nose. We had Nate Ollie in between us or Darnell Smith. Shouts out to Darnell and his question of the day on Speak for Yourself. My Ball State
Darnell.
brethren, I'm excited to go get some country living and food. Nick used to rap, still raps. We used to rap a lot before games, just freestyling. I used to rap like Andy Milonakis. I might break one out for y'all one day. You know what I'm saying? But he proposed to his girlfriend in the most beautiful way. Shouts out to Nick Miles. Play the tape.
I like my girls from the west side of Indy, born and raised. They soon we want 40K, okay? Just let me hit it every day. No way, it's going down like a wave. Just wait. no shade, we gon' keep it pushing. Give him a little PDA just to keep him looking. And all started out with me, want a piece of nookie. Now your boy can't cheat like the teacher looking. And I don't need no thank you for being so faithful, girl. Just let me come spank you with nothing I can't do. Without my little angel, cook out in Bojangles, baby.
Is it you, Miss Miles? Look like a new chick now. I ain't seen my boy this happy ever since you been around. He been saying he love you. About time that the boy prove it now. Baby girl, I love you too. Tell me you're moving down.
Woo, Nick, bro. Yo, I mean, come on now. You're rooting for this marriage, right?
He was spitting.
You got to be rooting for this. All this just beautiful. Shouts out to them. Can't wait. I'll be right back on Sunday. Right back for your head top. We got more Maybe I'm Crazy coming. We be in the comments. Oh shoot, we about to, I'm saying bye. All right, yeah, no. Check the tape. Let's do it. It's time to check the tape. Okay. We talked about Chris Paul moving around last podcast. Said he was going to get shopped. Wasn't going to end up with OKC Thunder at the end of the day. But psych, tricked your mind. Nobody wants him right now. It's very weird. Joy has the latest on what's going on with Chris Paul and HerdLine News. Talk to him, Joy.
So, although he's not done yet, it's clear that Chris Paul's prime is behind him, and he's still more than capable of being a star point guard. But the most recent report from Adrian Wojnarowski says the Thunder have parked their discussions to deal him elsewhere. Quote, an increasing expectation exists that he will start the season with the team. OKC has been working with Paul and his representatives on finding a trade, but nothing is materializing so deep into summer free agency, sources said. Both sides believe there are benefits to Paul playing out the season with the Thunder. For now, there's a belief that there could be more success exploring trade scenarios after December 15th. The market expands after December 15th because that's when players who signed off-season free agent deals can become a part of the trade packages. Now, basically is falling through with the Heat because the Heat want the 2 picks that OKC has of theirs back.
Right.
The reality is OKC is going to have to put some picks in the deal anyway because this is an insane contract no matter which way you look at it. I also think that just younger teams don't want to bring in Chris Paul. Like, he's a whole situation. Aside from the contract that you have to take on, he is not, I mean, he's an old school point guard. Like, can you say he's a leader? Like, in that regard, he's going to bring up young guys?
He has leadership qualities, but, you know, it's funny. I think he plays well with young guys. I think he struggles with stars. A lot of Clipper guys liked him, not the stars.
Very, very interesting that we are in limbo with the Chris Paul sweepstakes. Now, obviously, the trade for trade among superstars was heavy-handed in Russell Westbrook being so much better than Chris Paul, especially at this point in time in their career. But the fact that no one has bid, I guess the Heat asking for those 2 picks back is kind of egregious, but yeah, that's the trade.
Does there have to be a Carmelo every season now, and he's this next season's Carmelo?
Don't do
that.
What
is this?
Carmelo going to end up with the
coming
Lakers.
for the Banana Boat boys. This is wild.
It's weird. So, anyways, with that being said, Chris Paul, top 50 player in the NBA, easy. I'll say that. But the fact that you have to say top 50 is maybe concerning when you're talking about trade value. But where do you see him landing? Down from Detroit. You weren't prepared for this one.
I wasn't. He caught me off guard.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That deep breath made it sound like he was convincing himself that it was going to be Detroit.
I'd say everyone should weigh in.
Because honestly, I was thrown off. I was hoping real hard. All my eggs were in the Russell Westbrook basket. That the Pistons were going to be one of those.
So much so that you're
team.
still talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean,
You were looking for the Blake Jordan Brand link up?
I was thinking, would that make sense? Do I want that? Maybe. I mean, honestly, I would take it because anything better than what we got right now going on. I'm like, I have no
Chris Paul and Blake Griffin teaming back up is just not gonna happen. It's like that guy who was on the Verizon commercials and now he does Sprint going back to Verizon. It's not gonna happen. He's not gonna ask us where we at.
Or Chris Paul doing Allstate.
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna happen. So where do you think Chris Paul ends up?
Somewhere, like Orlando or something. Like there has to be the thing that boggled my mind about Carmelo and that is now boggling my mind about Chris Paul is that there's a bunch of teams that aren't winning the championship.
No.
So their job
the majority of them.
Right. So their job is to make money. And these people are proven commodities that even if they just get the 3,000 Chris Paul fans or 3,000 Carmelo Anthony fans that have the jersey from the Knicks in your city to come to the thing. You want that. And so I think definitely by this December deadline that just came out of nowhere that I didn't really know about, where he could be moved again, like the D'Angelo deadline too for the Warriors, same type of situation. I think he's going to be moved to someone that doesn't necessarily think they're a contender, but needs to be interesting. He's interesting. I don't like him. I don't like his he's attitude generally.
I mean, attitude for 3-point. It's like even. That's why he's still in the NBA.
Right.
Like the dealing with his attitude. So what are you saying, Knicks?
But that'd be great. But his attitude is also helpful on the basketball court.
Yeah.
So like it's annoying in
just
like
less
practice,
so off the basketball court.
But then when you play, it's still
just,
effective against the other team.
Seems annoying in meeting in timeouts.
Like Chris, we don't need to do this in practice, but when he's doing it against the other team in the game, like it works.
Yeah,
like he gets under people's skin.
He's so mad about Chris Paul. I just asked you where he's going.
I don't like
you
Chris
didn't even
Paul.
tell me where he was going. You just went in on him. I'm like, dang.
To get something off his chest.
I don't like him, but he's too interesting and too good still.
Are you gonna answer my question?
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know we was gonna get there. Look, Donnie didn't even say I don't know. He didn't. He had no clue.
You just asked us because you had nothing. Where's he?
I was trying to make everybody get a turn. I have a place for him to go.
So where's he going?
What are you coming at me for? I'm about to tell you.
I'm getting my Chris Paul on. You go at everyone.
My plan the whole time was to go last.
So Lakers then? Or?
Look, I was about to speak. What is this Heller doing? I think Chris Paul would be perfect in Phoenix. He's old. Ship him over to Arizona in the retirement home that whatever the Arizona State is. They just need an extra person passing the ball. They need somebody. They need a grown up in the room. They need someone to tell the coach what to do, tell the GM what to do. Yeah. I think Chris Paul in Phoenix for some weird trade of parts that nobody cares about and make a team that used to be interesting when Steve Nash played there interesting again with the old point guard.
The owner doesn't know what to do, and Chris Paul would gladly tell him.
Yes. Chris Paul, take those hazel eyes to Phoenix, shoot your heart out. You and Devin have a contest. Like, I think that would be a nice, perfect way to get DeAndre Ayton into the mix. Like, they have
Lob
stuff
City 2.0.
there.
Let's go.
They have things there. Just go to Phoenix. Go play with the Suns. Go play with the Suns. Go play with the Suns. Hey, I'm King Comments. I tried to do that a lot more manlier, but it came out how it came out. You know what I'm saying? We out here freestyling. You know what I mean? That's what we in here, okay? In the comments for episode 97, LeBron Millennial AF featuring TJ Houshmandzadeh. Go check that out. Y'all been watching. I see y'all eating it up. Great content. We're finally talking football again. You feel the life in the room when the football gets brought up. Yeah. It's what we come from, okay? We in the comments right now. Miguel Swaggero. Real name or fake last name?
Swaggero.
Real name Swaggero. Pronounced Swaggero when you're trying to do the thing.
I've always been guilty of that. One time I was playing laser tag with my friends, and don't you know they give you the names? Mm-hmm. And I kept telling my friends that during the thing that my name was Magtron. You know what I'm saying? And I was tripping. I was like, oh, dang, Magtron. This is cool. Like, it's like a little black name. Like a little black, cool, laser tag name.
There's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like the token black kid at the party. I got the thing. It was Magtron. I was like, okay, cool. I'm shooting up with Magtron. I was like, oh, where's my score? Everybody's like, I don't see a Magtron. And then my friend Eric was like, Brandon, are you Megatron? And I was like, yep, dang, that's what it was, huh? That's what it was, huh? Anyway, Swaggero. Brandon been in his bag for a minute now. LOL, loving the content we've been getting. Just past 10K. Let's get it going. I honestly hope y'all get young Earl, the guy, back on soon. Thumbs up emoji with the Simpsons tone. I love that. Shout
Great
out.
all around.
Earl got to come back on the pod. We got to check in with Earl. He went to Summer League.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Things. He knows things. He knows so many things.
He knows them things.
He knows a lot of things.
I'm gonna just text Earl. Yep. Okay, Randy Constance said, "Freedom aliens pull up." Hey, Curtis 23 in the storage unit. Shouts out to Curtis and the two cars. One looks like a old Alero possibly, and another one an Oldsmobile. Hey, Joy, can you guys do your next podcast at Area 51? Woo!
Not a bad idea.
I mean, Joy is afraid to do that, so we maybe not.
Updates though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Dominic said, "What? No, Joy, no." Oh, the Houston ones.
Yeah, that
sometimes
was
I like that joke of mine. Sometimes you re-listen to stuff and you're like this. Ooh, that was a good one. I did like that one. Thank you for that. Shouts out Kawhi Leonard. LOL. TJ spoke facts. I feel better with the money talking. What's that mean?
I don't know, but it sounded cool.
Yeah, okay. Love anonymous GM quotes. So good every time they say something good.
Those work really well for us on the podcast.
Yeah, nice stuff. LeBron is more corny AF than a millennial, but sure. Like, aren't we all like? Pause. Talking about being corny. How many of us saw an old picture of something on the timeline today or this week?
Yeah.
Right.
Every one of us.
Everyone. We are all.
I feel complicit.
Corny. We're all corny. And guess what? Like, pass the corn. You know what I mean? What you want? Pass the butter? Go Rockets. Yeet, says Ant. Percussion Jam says, Brandon, keep it damn fresh. Edit. Joy's idea for the Playoff Player of the Year award is pretty awesome. Right?
People like awards.
Let's just in the fan vote. That's the only reason the NFL, the Pro Bowl is still a thing, because fans are voting. Mm-hmm. Like, it feels relevant because it feels like we're a part of it, and you could retweet something a bunch of times for a vote now, which is beyond me. Justin Archie says, careful, Joy, on those Area 51 comments. LOL, the gov out here subliminally threatening people. Ain't no subliminals. Like, people are saying we will protect our government facilities. Okay, so beware the Area 51 people. TJ up here giving up game. Y'all don't care about how he acts. Oh, really? What's that about?
I don't know. You got to be more specific in the comments if you're going to get us
6 on the crazy scale, but top 5 wide receivers: Julio Jones, Hopkins, Reed Moore. I've never seen Reed Moore play.
Yeah, who's that? Oh.
Michael Thomas, OBJ, Antonio Brown. Honorable mention: AJ Green. That is pretty fair. I would put Antonio Brown over OBJ after the Michael Thomas, or after TJ Houshmandzadeh said that Antonio Brown has had Ben Roethlisberger's entire career.
That's a good
it's
point.
Like an interesting wrinkle to the thing. So I don't want to put him over Michael Thomas, but if he hadn't said that, I would have wanted him over Michael Thomas. That makes sense. Michael Thomas had Drew Brees. Shouts out to New for schooling Joy on DC versus Mar. Oh, come on now. Why you highlight that? But he did say it. Jay Quizzle did say that, and I couldn't let it ride.
Gotta stay true to your brand, man.
It's just my mom does it too, and she watches all the movies, so she tries to be not. It's tough. Like, come on now. I want to say it's easy, but you got to know. I guess
a lot to keep
you
up
got to
with.
know. Yeah, it's all superheroes. People think Hancock was like in a Marvel movie. LeBron James wins championships when he has a super team. Just facts, nothing to get mad about. Do we really forget how good Scottie Pippen was? Dennis Rodman was great before he got to the Bulls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there were people on this team. Like, Ron Harper was on an episode of Keenan and Kel. He had to have been halfway good to be there, right?
Yeah, that's big time.
You know what I'm saying? The Chicago Bulls, it was a big thing. He had a tuba in the episode. So there's Horace Grant. Like, there's people on that Bulls. Like, are we Steve Kerr? I haven't even said Steve Kerr's name yet. Okay, super teams, whatever. We're in a bubble. We're going to look back on this and think, what of these teams? Like,
aside from the Heat, none of LeBron's other teams have been super, in my opinion. Like, you could make the case that a proven nothing at that point, Kyrie Irving, and a proven nothing at that point, Kevin Love and LeBron are a super team. I just would disagree with you.
Yeah.
So the super team stuff, we'll see what him and Anthony Davis is like, but Bron's on the back 5 at most of years he's going to play.
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis is somewhat injury prone. So aside from, I mean, they invented super teams. They patented super teams.
The trend
they took
started.
The thing from the Boston and they patented
it
in Miami because those were 3 real actual stars at the time, not 3 almost or expectation stars or whatever.
People were really expecting a lot from Karl Malone.
Yeah, you can't say that's
Gary Payton as a Laker.
That's a super team that got wrecked by a real super team. So
yeah, the Celtics. You kidding me? According to your crazy test, I'm just as cray-cray as you, Joy. 16 on the dot. Listen, I was sitting at home all day just beside myself that there was people weren't getting any of these.
I had 18 of them. I had 18 of those.
So many.
That's a lot. Really apologize for the long episode, guys. We had a lot to talk about. It's football season. We're brewing. We got a lot to say. Hope y'all had a lot to listen to. Hope y'all enjoying y'all weekend. It's Friday. The updates. The news is slow. So we are here to glow. For show. You already know. I'm about to go in a place that's going to be opposite of snow, very hot, 96 degrees. People going to be seeing my knees because of the shorts.
Like, whoa.
Where was that? Where was that in the thing? This is, you know what, guys? Love y'all. Thank you, Crazy Gang, for hanging in there. Thank you guys for listening to the update. I can't get into it again. Bye, y'all.